what's up guys? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. This is the Centric RockStar'Seed and I'm here with another collective message. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, let's see. What messages do we have? Jupiter, growth and expansion. On the bottom, house 1, individuality, self-image, and approach to life. Whether spiritual or not, which I feel like this is spiritual, to evolve as a person. I feel like you have evolved. You have evolved as a person. Growth and expansion. This gives me Sagittarius energy. But this is, it could be for business. Let me see. Say thank you to others as often as you can. Say thank you to life. Say thank you to yourself. Gratitude. This is about gratitude. All allows you to trust life, and trust is the foundation for your dreams to come true. So you took a leap of faith. You stepped out on a whim. If this was your last day alive, what would you have done differently? You still have the chance to do things differently. I don't know if somebody could be shy about stepping out or stepping more into their individuality. Okay. Let me see. Publicize. Stop hiding behind your computer. Get publicity for your brand. So this could be somebody, you might be caught up in a phase of researching a lot for what you're trying to do to perfect your brand as much as possible, to do as much due diligence as possible. But get publicity for your brand. You could be called to work with someone to help market your individuality, the vision that you see. I feel like you should start networking with people to find someone that shares your vision and work together like a director with an actor or actress. Be bold and visible in your market. Be the rock star that you are. I feel like that's someone. And then on the back is go live. Build an authentic relationship with your audience by hosting live sessions. Let's move over. Around your topic on social media. Do you feel like you're at the point where you can go live yet? Or you feel comfortable enough to go live yet? It doesn't matter how many people are following you. I feel like it wouldn't hurt just to break the ice. Let's see. But this is about your growth and expansion and who you are as a person. I feel like all these things is going to help evolve you. Like, we learning the theory part of it it doesn't go as far as practicing what you learned. You can memorize it all day long. But if you had like one of those teaching coaches, those coaches, life coaches or something like that, and they tell you all this great stuff to do, and you memorize what they tell you to do, now you got to put in the footwork. All right, what's the overall energy? What is my collective's overall energy? Justice. So who are you breaking away from that caused you an injustice, that tried to dim your light or suffocate you, try to put you down and make you feel like you couldn't do it? This is air sign energy. So this could be like mental oppression, verbal oppression. But when the justice is here, there was an injustice. Somebody see you working at yourself and they want to act like you ain't worth two nickels rubbed together, or just like you don't have what it takes to keep going. What's in the challenging position? The moon. Did someone try to make you feel like you're crazy or sick in the head or just imbalanced mentally for being yourself? What's the sub? What should you be focused on? Your work? You're always going to have somebody that hates you for no reason. Focus on yourself. Build it anyway. Number 4, what are you leaving behind? It could be a mother figure or father in their feminine position, or just, it could be an older sibling, or just a mature person who's just, I feel bitterness with this Queen of Pentacles. That's in the past position, that what you're leaving behind. Or it could just be your outdated way of thinking, materialistic. It could be in reverse. Or it could be a parental figure. Maybe you just want to step out on your own 2 feet instead of having someone nurture you, because the Queen of Pentacles in the upright is a valued person. Somebody who takes care and nurtures and cares and treats their business like they treat their children. You know, somebody who nurtures. So to leave that behind, this is it could be an arrogance with this Queen of Pentacles that doesn't always show up on the surface. Like this somebody who built their way up, their life up from the ground up, and they think their way is the only way or the best way, but that's confidence that most people carry. Their way has to be the best way. It's a potential future. 9 of Wands. Defensive. What is this person trying to advise you against? Nine of Wands. I feel like these two should be switched around. Like somebody has it backwards. Why is the 9 of Wands here? 2 of Cups. So the 9 of Wands is the good fight card. Also a person who has been through a lot. But I feel like it's projected onto you, collective, from the Queen of Pentacles. That could be an aunt, a parental figure, older sibling, or just somebody you look up to. And they're basing your success off of their fears and paranoias, which could be their arrogance. And I feel like you, the collective, are the empathic, compassionate type. So you have a way of absorbing all kind of energy. Like you're thankful for every living thing, and you say thank you a lot. But at the same time, this is somebody who needs you to be, who doesn't take your spirituality, your level of spiritual, that vintage friendship, as serious as you do. So for them, it's like you need to get more grounded. You know, they're disrespecting it in a lot of ways. And it caused an injustice. It caused you to move away, because they try to make you feel like you're the one that's not grounded or not working with a 6-pack. I don't think they realized they came off like that, but you're being advised what you should be focused on is not what they try to make you feel like, but just focus on your craft. So you're the attitude. The advice is 2 of Cups. I feel like you've grown weary that this person is like very like blunt and tangible, and don't have the balance of spirituality. They think it's silly. What about the community? 4 of Pentacles. Is a card of possessiveness. Is about, I feel like this person have you worried about overly investing in things. Their perception is pushed off on you, and they're worried that what you do have for yourself is going to be squatted away. telling you, they have a negative connotation about what you do. And this is like going on long enough, because the Nine of Wands is here. It's like, you know what? I can see I can see the Nine of Wands giving the Queen of Pentacles a piece of their mind, because they're not always right. Then you have the Temperance. That's spiritual evolution. It's like ever since you met such and such, you've been on this whole spiritual thing. Okay, you remember the movie Soul Food, and Vanessa L. Williams was telling her husband that his music should have been treated like a hobby. She said, I thought this was just a hobby, and he got so offended. He was like, why would you say something like this? She said, because you're an attorney. You could quit this music crap. And he was like, if I want to take money out of the bank, she said, well, it's only 35,000 and some percentage is yours. And he was like, you know what, tomorrow we're getting separate accounts. It's like she didn't take it, she didn't know how to love this person. And that's what I'm getting from this Queen of Pentacles. Work hard and they're very successful, granted, but your passion is different, your vision is different. Like, you're passionate about something else, and the something else, they just so happen to not take it serious. It's like, where's the success, the stability in what you're doing? But they don't realize you're about to take all of that and turn it into a positive. Because if you stay under the yoke of their negativity, it's going to drive you bonkers. So the challenge is not following your intuition with the Moon card and just jump out on faith. But your strength is balancing the scales. It's about making a wrong a right. It would be wrong to just let this person dictate or base your success off of what their fears and insecurities are. And you got the Ace of Cups with the final outcome. And the Temperance, you just need some healing, spiritual balance. Temperance is a balancing out where you've been bruised, because the Temperance follows the Tower. Yeah. After being in the Hangman position, which comes before the Tower, stubborn, not want to see things a different way, just bumping heads. Y'all could have just been bumping heads a lot, and then the Tower hit. You got an awakening and said, boom, I should I should go within my subconscious. But I would like to say, make a side note, you should move in silence. Because the more you speak out, the more this person is going to try to shut it down. Because they're very, like, aloof. Serious-minded, but aloof. They don't get into things from an emotional standpoint. They feel like they get what their hands call for, and you do. But they don't have that balance. So the more you keep going, the justice is here, and the strength is going to balance out how this person thinks. It's going to shake some of their beliefs to the core. You obviously have a fighter spirit because you have the Nine of Wands here. That's the last fight. You've been disrespected one too many times. You're snapping at this point. And this person is looking the other way, like, okay, whatever. You can throw as many temper tantrums as you want, but I'm serious about what I'm saying. Like, as if that person is the only one serious in the situation. That's what's getting you frustrated with the Nine of Wands here. That person needs to seek wisdom within. I feel like what they do for work just so happens to make them very financially stable and successful, but it's not their passion because they don't respect where you're coming from. It's impossible, right? If you're operating from a space of passion and it pays off for you, then you'll be able to respect someone else's conglomerate if they're trying to do the same thing. Get publicized, go live. So you started making your mark on a social media platform, and this person is looking like it's a waste of time. But they're looking. So on some subconscious level, they're intrigued by your work ethic with the Eight of, what you should be focused on is your craft, which is the Eight of Pentacles. That's a hustler's card. So they see that you're putting the work in, and you going live, they see you did that, I say about 2 to 4 weeks, they see a consistent pattern, the numbers are starting to go up, they see some increase, some seriousness, but it's going to take a lot to convince them that this is a golden parachute, like the route, just, you know, it's just as valuable as the route that they took. This person says things like, I live in the real world. Passion is great. I'm passionate about making sure everybody's okay. That should count for something. And it does. But if you're blessed enough to, if you're being called, you got the Ace of Cups here, that's God's helping hand and a second opportunity. So I feel like you might have been doing the same thing as this Queen of Pentacles, but it's just not good for your mental because it's not something that feels natural for you. It's not, you're not like this person. You're very different. You're more spiritual and passionate, and you have this Ace of Cups here to chance to go the route that you want to take that's going to make you happier. And this person is having like is going ballistic. But this person took things too far with the Justice card here, because that's making something right. You're following your intuition. They're calling you an idiot, or somebody who's not grounded, somebody who's off kilt with the moon, or they think it's dark and just silly. Like, why are you relying on entities? They assume that about what you're doing. You're not relying on entities. This person might not be the most religious person, but they have a holy book in their house because their forefathers told them to, but they don't pray spiritually. They pray by the word of obligation. God says, worship him. Okay, I'm going to do my job, but I'm not all that connected like that. But that's still that bare minimum behavior is still getting the job done from a religious standpoint. If you look at God as the master and the people as the servant, you're still praying to him. You may not be the best of friends with him because you're being a little more independent on yourself and less submissive to him. However, you still respect his conglomerate enough to pray to him, if that makes any sense. I just heard, so you're telling me God put you in this $785,000 house. You're telling me that's not my hard work, that's God doing that. It's God first who allowed you the ability to work like that. This person sucks their teeth, like, okay. That kind of thing. It really disturbs this person because this person has care and concern for their family, but this person is worried. And this person is defensive now because they're getting pissed off. They don't take it. This is how passionate they are about what they're about to do next, what they are doing next. So they stop arguing about it. Needless to say, this person went on and started publicizing himself and going live. Because remember, gratitude is here, and that might speak to the Queen of Pentacles. That's what she's learning from this Nine of Wands. And then if this were your last day, what would you have done differently? You still have a chance to do things differently. So it's more like a reminder, benefits a believer. With Jupiter here, grow and expand into your own individuality, your own self-image and approach to life. Like, it's wonderful to live in a $785,000 house, but it's priceless to pursue your passions in addition to that and make more of that. That's what the Nine of Wands is trying to get this person to see with the helping hand of God. This could be counterparts with the Temperance here. One is advancing more than the other one. And now the Queen of Pentacles, if you look, she's observing this person going live. Now she's starting to take notice of what this person is saying based off their dedication and that hard work and that hustler's ambition with the Eight of Pentacles here. You see how it doesn't look like much, but he's sitting there building it by hand, building it from the ground up. So this could be another earth sign too, but just in that spiritual, in deep in their spiritual progress. I think this is 2 Capricorns. It feels like 2 Capricorns. But the Nine of Wands is the man, and the Queen of Wands is the counterpart, the wife. Or maybe they're 2 friends, but they're close enough. They care enough about each other because they're both passionate about what they stand on, even though this person needs to apologize, because they're trying to create distance. They're creating distance based off of how this person, the Nine of Wands, is losing their temperament. But just because they wise enough to know that this Queen of Pentacles care enough to make sure they're going to be okay, it still have an element of condescendence, a little rude, a little arrogant. And that's what they have to learn. That's what needs to be healed. So this person is just like, well, forget it, man. I'm just going to just do my own thing. And if that person take heed to it, great. If not, so be it. Because life goes on. 2 of Cups, this is a soulmate connection at least. 4 of Pentacles is a very possessive, the environmental attitude is very possessive and lackluster, like worried. Like, what are you worried about? It's going to be all right. Everything's going to work itself out. So I think these people have a business. And this person is like pursuing their passion in addition to the business. So she feels like it's going to be a burden or a mistake. That's why she sees it as a mistake. She's worried that it can be a potential cost-effective mistake. But this person's an individual. This person's independent from her, so they argue. I heard Aries, Sun, or Capricorn, Moon, Aries, Rising, Earth. Moon sign is in Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, either of those signs. Check your placements. I like Astro Sofa. That's very accurate website to check your birth chart if you don't know any of that stuff. And see how it shapes your character and why you move and think and act the way that you do. It might ring a bell. But either way, I also get that this Nine of Wands met someone else that's a more compatible fit from an emotional and spiritual standpoint. They don't quite match up as much from a practical standpoint of where this person is at or what this person accomplished with this Queen of Pentacles, but they match in other ways. So now he has 2 people that he cares about, and just in different ways. With the Moon, that represents the challenges, is a secret, but the intuition is there, and he doesn't feel like, you know, a female always has intuition. So this Queen of Pentacles, knowing her intuition, what doesn't come in the dark is going to come out in the rinse. So she see this person trying to go his own way, and it's like, when is enough enough? Because she think money and success and having a great business is all wonderful. But she felt like that should have conquered all. That should have been enough because that was the initial plan. But you have Jupiter, growth and expand. You have house 1. That's Aries energy, individuality, self-image, and approach to life. Like he wants to mind how he approaches life, and somebody inspired this Nine of Wands to answer to the call of nature, to what his individuality consists of. And it could be the person that is building a digital market, or, you know, is inspiring this person from a social media platform. How did he find this, you know, browsing around on his computer, phone, you know, whatever, hiding behind your computer and get publicity for your brand. This is somebody who may have a lot of connections on social media, like you have a lot of friends, hundreds and thousands of friends, but don't connect with nobody in real life. He's fine being introverted, and something in him just like awakened upon meeting someone, and he's been different ever since. That's why this Queen of Pentacles is worried with the environmental attitude, the 4 of Pentacles being in the environmental attitude. All right, close it out. Okay, we keep getting the intuition card. With the moon here, I can see that. Let me keep shuffling. Shuffle. I done shuffled and shuffled, and I keep getting that intuition card. That might mean something. If it come back out, okay. Union. Maybe it's in this person's union, it's in this person's intuition to follow this union with this Two of Cups, because that's how this person is feeling. You know, what are the fears? And the Temperance is in the fears and optimistic section, but Temperance is healing. It's creating balance. So he realized being too far in a tangible sense, it ain't really fulfilling to him, but he wants to be in union with someone more spiritually fit, because he's confident enough to know that his tangible success is enough to teach. He can teach it. He knows he can teach it, right? So if this person, he's watching this person's business savvy. He's watching how this person nurtures their business, and it's propelling him to want to give it a fair chance. Even though he thinks it's radical and spontaneous and out of control, it's about growth and expansion, and his faith is about walking into the unknown without really knowing what's going to happen next. That does not make sense to somebody who's practical. It's unrealistic to somebody who's practical. But the end of the rainbow, you have the Ace of Cups. So that's a chance for something more emotionally fulfilling instead of just being in your ego. So I feel like this Nine of Wands is dropping his ego and going through changes because he wants to be in union with another person. All of a sudden, it's not good enough anymore because he's growing, expanding, and walking more in his authenticity. And it's more spiritual than tangible, even though he still has that under his belt. He's still successful in that way. So he already knows he may not have the support but he's prepared to walk it on his own with that youthful energy that, so what? The birds have been coming to my window. I take it as God sending a messenger for me to go here the other way. You have the opportunity. You can either stay here and be secure or grow and expand and have not just security, but growth and expansion, spiritual evolution. Divine messenger. Told you about the birds. He must have had a dream, or he sees this person as a divine messenger, somebody who's speaking to him spiritually. Okay? Because this person could represent the Queen of Shadows, doing your shadow work. This person needs to do her shadow work. Queen of Pentacles. This man is called to do his shadow work. Okay? If it's going to earn me the chance to be in union with someone more like me, I want to do my shadow work. Now he's getting them downloads and he's trying to go. Knight of Wands is moving fast, but he don't want it to fizz out. He want to do it right. That's why the Temperance is there. That's this optimism. It's like, well, let me do the necessary shadow work like I'm doing. He's listening to what this person is saying on social media, and it's making him feel good with the Ace of Cups when it's all said and done. Okay? But he has to be quiet about it. He can't share it with nobody. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, man. I'll keep you posted. Keep me posted. Put it in the comments if it resonates. Until next time.